We're going to talk about, does reality have a ground? I don't think reality has a ground.
Great. We solved that one. What's the next question?
Phails at philosophy.
I don't think we are capable of knowing whether reality has a ground or not.
We can't increase our awareness, hearkening back to question 2, sufficiently to find one.
Right. And I think there are certain ways we use our knowledge, or, again, understanding knowledge as this like broader awareness, where postulating a ground for reality seems helpful in organizing all the data to make it meaningful. Like that's part of what seems to be the case, is we need to have some sense of a cohesive framework that we could think of as a ground to fit everything in to form a picture of a world, right?
We have a ground because it's helpful.
Yeah, it kind of sets things up for us. It sets up
I get into a car. I don't get into a turtles all the way down thing.
Right. But there are other places where it's more helpful to emphasize that however we've set this up is not the real. Maybe there is no real.
How's this question helpful? Yeah, that's what I get to, is how's this question helpful?
Right.
Why do I ponder this question?
So I think that's...
I don't think it has a ground.
Right. I don't think...
how's it helpful?
Either.
How does it make me a better person?
Right. And maybe that's because that's a more important question to me. I think part of it is I realized when I talk to some other philosophers, they're really invested in figuring out whether there's a ground or not, right? And that's the important question to them as a knower.
Yeah.
It's just not that important to me. And I find a both and. Like sometimes it's good to postulate a ground. Sometimes it's good to postulate a reality without a ground. At the same time, there are certain kinds of things, geometry, that humans seem to have arrived at relatively independently, that are not based on empirical experience, but based on a kind of way of apprehending fundamental structures.
Tapping into some law of nature.
Yeah. So mathematics troubles me as a potential window into the potential of what a ground might look like.
You can get there with math.
Right.
With numbers.
Like there's a kind of way in which we can
numbers don't have a ground. There's infinite numbers between 1 and 0.
Right. And maybe that concept of infinity is the ground. I mean, whether we can represent it or not is a different thing of whether the ground is there. But we seem to be able to refine these particular ways of knowing that have such a level of stability and transferability across different types of experience that they point for me to like maybe there is a ground out there, right? But yeah, that's the closest I get, and I want to investigate that sometimes. I don't think like what I know I reject are most of our typical foundational concepts for reality in Western thought, which are too tied up with theism. I just don't think theism is a really good way to think about the nature of reality, and it's the way we've thought about it, like that it's grounded in God or something like that. Like theism is more useful to me in a kind of like Bhakti.
What's Bhakti?
Like devotional. Like if you're going to have gods, to me, it seems more important to have them as objects of devotion and worship.
For ritual, for community.
Than as a concept of how the world is put together.
Yeah. That makes sense to me. All right. That's the ground one. You want to say anything else about reality having a ground?
No.
I'm cool with that.
Cool.